Hey, good evening. Nice to see you guys for the second time. The last time I left KK, I saw a lot of enthusiasm on your face, a lot of excitement to get the new product to try, also sell it to the customers and get better feedbacks from them. But the time I came back to KK, I'm here to address one question that everyone has been asking me about the delivery time of the product. So it's my responsibility to let you guys know what exactly happens with the product and why the product has not reached to you until now, ever since I left last time. The first thing I want to tell you that the raw material that is used to make the EMEO is a mushroom extract, and we don't store that extract in our facility, only for the reason that if you store it and you don't use it before 3 months, then you have to continue doing stability studies of that extract. That adds to the cost of your product. So the best choice for us is to purchase the raw material directly from the supplier, make the product, bottle it and give it to you so you can pass it on to the customer. So that way we control the cost at this moment. The second thing is, I had mentioned it before that the formulation that we are giving is the same formulation that ABVC is going to use in the clinical trial. So we are not changing the formulation. Although we are giving the product as a dietary supplement, it still stays with the same formulation that is going to be launched as a drug product in the near future. So maintaining the formulation requires maintaining the COA, that is a certificate of analysis, which has extensive number of tests that needs to be done on the raw material as well as on the finished product. And for every set of analysis that we need to do, it takes roughly around 21 days time. So you can see we do it twice. So 21 and 21 is already 2 months time, including Saturday and Sunday. And we can't push the team to work on Saturday and Sunday. That's one reason why the product has not reached to you until now. But it's on the way. So don't worry, you will get the product very soon. I have just got a notification from my team that the COA seems to be eligible to pass, and the product has the same quality that we expect your customers to receive. Having said that, I hope now you are not mad at me and you would be relaxed that the product is coming soon to Malaysia. So let's dip down into the knowledge of the product. That's EMEO. Like I mentioned, this product is basically an extract from a mushroom. This mushroom was found in Japan, the northern island of Japan called Hokkaido. Okay, that's another reason why the product is so costly. This mushroom, the quality of the mushroom is best when it is grown on oak wood dust. If you don't use oak wood, the API that gets extracted from this mushroom is of not high quality. So we have to maintain that also. And getting oak wood dust is also expensive. So the raw material is expensive, the extraction is expensive, the formulation is expensive, and then bottling is another expense. So all of these things, we just want our patients not to spend a lot of money on that, and that's the reason we don't store the raw material in our facility. Okay. So the name Maitake is a Japanese name. These Japanese farmers, when they went to Hokkaido into the woods, they found this mushroom. The aroma was so good, they felt like trying it. After they ate it, the umami flavor was so intense that they felt like dancing. That's the name Mai. Mai means dance in Japanese. Take means mushroom. So they call it as the dancing mushroom. But then look at the picture. It looks like a chicken head. So the Western world calls it as the hen of the wood because it's again found in the woods in North America. And maitake has been used as food for over a century in Japan and in mainland China, the northern region of China. But the first study, okay, I'll get back to that. This is the active compound that is inside EMEO. This active compound is called beta-glucan. The highest concentration of beta-glucan is present in the mushroom's fruity body. So what is fruity body? Fruity body is basically, mushroom has two parts. There's mushroom on your table, you can look at it. The fruity body is the top part and the mycelia is the stem part. The stem doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it, but the fruity body has. So this compound comes from the fruity body of the mushroom. It's called beta glucan, and the extract that we use is called as MD fraction. So MD fraction is the one that has been extensively studied for last 50 years for its anti-tumor activity. The formulation that you are getting has a concentration of 40 milligram per ml. So in a day's time, roughly you would be taking around 6 ml of the formulation. So that's like consuming 1.2 gram of the mushroom, the purest form of the mushroom. Okay, why study mushrooms? There has to be a reason that you eat mushrooms all the time, but then why we are having a special mushroom that is so expensive and we want you to try it. The reason is those mushrooms are called as medicinal mushrooms. They are highly classified under this tagline that they are medicinal mushrooms. The medicinal mushroom is the reason why they show these kind of effects, like they show support for cancer treatment, immune system, diabetes support, brain health, your gut health, also for heart, and they also have antioxidant effect. So there are 4 main class of medicinal mushroom. One is obviously maitake that we are studying. Another is lion's mane, shiitake, and goderma or the reishi mushroom. Reishi used to be the first extract that was in the previous generation of the product, but then we moved to maitake now. There are several reasons why we moved to maitake. The first reason is because there's extensive research that is already done on maitake, not only on animal study but also in clinical trials. The other 3 mushrooms, the clinical trials have shown good positive results, but not as strong as maitake. So I have highlighted a few of them here. You can just take a picture and then read through it. So in short, if we use lion's mane, then the study would mainly focus on nerve regeneration and antioxidative effect. So that's something we are not currently working on. Shiitake is basically used for immunomodulatory and anti-tumor activities in cancer, but for general health, not for deep health or in combination with chemotherapy. The third, reishi, the ingredient that used to be used before, is mainly focusing on reducing inflammation, although it also shows very good results on supporting anti-tumor activity, but the literature is not well versed yet. So reishi is still under study. And when it comes for maitake, it has shown direct anti-tumor effects towards apoptosis, metastasis inhibition, which are the key indications that maitake has shown. And when there's a synergy with the chemotherapy drug, maitake stands out. So that's the reason we are focusing more on maitake. Okay. Another reason why the product is delayed. You see, the first study on maitake, the slide is not that clear, but the first study was done in 1985. So it's not very long that the mankind has known the medicinal effect of maitake. It's just last 40 years. The year I was born, maitake was introduced to mankind as an anti-tumor combination drug. So ever since then, there have been a lot of groups working worldwide to understand the effect of maitake and how it can be influential when treating cancer patients. And that's one reason whenever we purchase maitake, we need an import license. Without an import license, we cannot purchase maitake from any of our factories. Those are in Japan and in Canada. And then once we have the import license, only then we can purchase the product. Getting the import license itself takes 15 days time period every time it's near to expiry. So that also adds to the days that we have to spend on the production line. Then I have just brought up some literature for you. This is freely available on Google. You can go through all the research publications that are published by scientists worldwide regarding maitake mushroom. So and you can see the authors are from mainland China, from Latin America, and also from South Korea. Most of the research that has done is focusing on cancer therapy, immune support. There's also research that shows maitake can help help in management of diabetes by improving the insulin resistance in the body. But the product, if you read this article, the fraction that they have used is more purified version of MD fraction. So when I have a lot of people asking me the question like, if a diabetic patient has to take this product, what would be the precaution? The precaution is that if you are highly diabetic, it's better you take Imio slowly. You don't jump on to direct 6 ml in a day. You take small portions first, because the sugar levels are going to drop immediately after you take maitake. Now, if you take the most purified beta glucan, that has immediate effect. Our product, in my understanding, since it's a mixture, not the most purified form, it could have slow effect, but I would still suggest that you go slowly on maitake if you are diabetic. Also, maitake has shown very good effects on your digestive system. The first system that gets attacked when you are sick is your digestive system. So maitake helps to revive your gut bacteria and help you digest all the food that you are eating, and also the medicines need to pass through your stomach into your intestine to show a lot of better effects. So maitake helps in that part also. There's also a literature that shows maitake has good effects on breast cancer therapy. Triple negative breast cancer has been the toughest cancer to crack. Maitake has shown some good results on that. Okay. Now going to the preclinical data. Preclinical data is basically the data before entering into the phase trials. Phase trials are those when we try the product on human beings. Preclinical is when we try on animal model. Basically, most of the time is mouse model because it's more cheap. Maitake extracts are capable of enhancing the natural killer cell activity, macrophages, cytotoxic T cells, B cells, and antibody response, which are very critical for an cancer patient. Unless this improvement in the patient's body, the chemotherapy drug is not going to work very well. That's the reason a lot of cancer patients, they suffer with a lot of side effects, because the immunity goes down. Is basically the concentration of these cells in your body goes down. They have also shown a very good effect on interferon gamma and interleukin. In the mouse chemotherapy model, the mouse was induced with cancer cell, and then immune suppression was observed in the mouse, which got reversed when the mouse was fed with maitake. So it means your immunity kicks back when you take maitake. Yeah, that's just a pictorial summary of everything that I have said so far. So that's the poor guy underwent the study for the better of the mankind. Two things are very critical when choosing a compound to go into phase trials, because now we are going to try that drug on humans. So first study is regarding the acute oral toxicity, which was done on the mouse with a dose of 2000 milligram per kg. So you can understand 2000 milligram is a very heavy dose for a small species that is living in this world. And then there was no observed adverse effect level on mouse at that dose level also. So it means the product is highly well tolerated. The second, once you eat something that is not common to your body, it's considered as a foreign particle in your body, and then your body resists it. Or there could be changes in your body that can bring out genetic changes also. So it's very important to understand any compound that we are going to feed you, if that is going to bring in any mutation in the humans or not. So a test was conducted that's called as Ames test, which turned out to be negative. So maitake is not going to change your DNA at all. Yeah. Then the Japanese professor in 2002, he reported, he made a study with some cancer patients, he observed them before taking Maitake and after taking Maitake. So you can see there was what I have been saying, that Maitake can improve your immunity. Here is the first data of that, which shows that before and after. So before the patient took Maitake and after they took Maitake, there was significant improvement in their body. So the study was conducted on 9 liver cancer patients, 8 lung cancer patients, and 3 leukemia patients. So you can see the difference is quite significant. Although for the leukemia patient, you see the difference is still lower than the before taking Maitake. Now the reason is leukemia is one of the cancer that's very hard to treat. The medicines that are available are not that effective. It's a very tricky cancer to deal with. So the result that Maitake shows is still very significant on that side. So even on the hardest cancer, Maitake has shown positive result. So that's the gist of what Maitake does. Basically, it increases apoptosis, that is killing the chemotherapy to kill the cancer cell, and reduce proliferation. Proliferation is basically metastasis, that the cancer won't spread to other parts of your body. Okay, there was another study where they use the purified Maitake extract, that's the extract that is in Imio, along with the complete extract of Maitake powder, and it was fed to cancer patients ranging from 33 to 68 years old. Their cancer stage was between 2 to 4. So you see, very late stage cancer patients were also under the study. And what they have observed is, amongst 16 patients for liver cancer, 11 patients showed improvement. So that's more than 50% of improvement. Same goes with breast cancer and lung cancer. So these are the common cancers that are already being treated using chemotherapy, and Maitake has shown very good improvement on those patients. But then on the other side, you see those cancer types that are very hard to treat. Among them are leukemia, stomach cancer, and brain cancer patients. You can see the improvement was around 10 to 20%, but it's still an improvement. The reason is the other drugs still cannot match this data. So Maitake shows much better result compared to other compounds that are available in market. Then why take Maitake? So this was the literature published in 2001 that explains when a cancer patient undergoes chemotherapy, there are several side effects that the patient suffers from. So one of those is leukopenia, diarrhea, nausea, there's hair loss, pain, vomiting, loss of appetite. So you can see when the patients were given Maitake plus chemotherapy, the gray bar compared to the black bar, you can see the occurrence of these side effects dropped down to around 50%. So the chance of having this side effect when you take Maitake and chemotherapy is less than 50%. So that's how Maitake helps your body to regain its immunity and then fight back with help of the chemotherapy against cancer. Okay, so you have been reading the name Blex 404. Blex 404 is not the name given by ABVC. Is the name given by MSKCC. Is a cancer center in United States. Is a very big cancer center, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and they did 2 studies, one on breast cancer and another on MDS patients. Those study was to understand the safety profile of the formulation, the same formulation that is in Imio. So it was studied back in 2017 and 19, and the study was done on a cohort of 5 different cohorts, ranging from 0.1 milligram per kg to 5 milligram per kg. For the patients were given the drug for two times a day for 3 weeks, and you can see the result shows that there was no dose limiting toxicity. Means even a higher dose could be given to the patient, but because the study was concluded around 5 milligram, we are also limiting ourselves to the dose that doesn't go beyond 5 milligram per kg. Even in case of MDS, that's another cancer type which is not that easy to treat. But then the cohort here was for 3 milligram per kg, and the study was done for 12 weeks on each patient. And then it was observed that Mitake was well tolerated. When we say well tolerated, means it did not show any adverse events, or the patients, they did not report anything that could be directly related to the drug or directly related to Mitake. And also there was increase in the neutrophil and monocyte concentration in those patients, which is a very good sign. So having said this, most of the study that I showed is done by researchers globally, and they have published several research articles. So where does ABVC stand now? Considering all this data and the study that MSKCC did, we licensed the product from MSKCC. The reason to license this product from MSKCC was that the extraction process of Mitake's diffraction, the patent was about to expire. And before someone could take advantage of that, ABVC stepped in. They took the license from MSKCC, and also the first manufacturer of Mitake extract, to start our own clinical trials, so that even after the patent is expired, no one can touch this field, and ABVC can continue working on that. So ABVC did an assay analysis and found out that Mitake can show effect on 4 different types of cancers, and we prepared the documents and submitted to US FDA and got approval for all 4 INDs. And currently ABVC is working with another partner to raise fund so that we can start those clinical trials. Each clinical trial, to start from the phase 1 stage to the phase 3 completion of phase 3 and applying for NDA, that's a new drug application, to get it approved from US FDA and launch it as a drug. The total cost could go somewhere around 50 to 90 million US dollars. So it's that expensive for the company to spend on that clinical trial. So this is the first IND that the company got approved, was for pancreatic cancer. The second one was for non-small cell lung cancer. Happens to be my first project when I joined the ABVC group. This IND is approved under my name. So that's my IND actually. The same IND we submitted to Taiwan FDA, considering that we will do the phase 1 clinical trial in Taiwan. It's 4 times cheaper to do in Taiwan compared to US. So we want to save money on the phase 1 clinical trial. Once the phase 1 clinical trial is completed, the same data can be applied for the other 3 INDs, and all 4 INDs can then jump into phase 2 clinical trial. The third one is for TNBC, that is triple negative breast cancer, and the fourth one is for MDS. Okay. Apart from cancer, I had been asked several times if there could be another possibility of a drug which can also come as a dietary supplement, and if we can explore that in Malaysia. You just heard from Ross about AI Battle. AI Battle is currently is going to work on the CNS drugs. The idea working on CNS drugs is different than what ABVC has been doing. ABVC is a company who runs clinical trials in the most traditional way. AI Battle is going to bring in AI to support clinical trials. So that's how AI Battle is different. But they are going to work on these drugs that ABVC is already working on as the foundation of AI Battle. So using our data, AI Battle is going to develop an AI platform and then work on the future clinical trials. But why I am explaining you this is, these drugs are basically for psychiatric disorder. We also call it as the CNS drug. The assay report of this drug shows that there is good effect on the proteins that affect depression in people, which is a very big reason to worry nowadays. So we have 3 indications that ABVC is currently working on. One for the major depressive disorder, another for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and the third one is for depression in cancer patient. Depression in cancer patient is just another study of MDD. So it's not a different drug, but it's the same study only for the cancer patient. And so far, ABVC has completed the phase 2 clinical trial on MDD. The phase 2A of ADHD has been completed. Phase 2B of ADHD is undergoing. And the depression in cancer patient, we expect to initiate it this year. So this is the drug. When you compare it with the marketed drug, in 2024, have you heard about the company called Eli Lilly? Eli Lilly was the first company to come up with a depression drug, and their drug still had a lot of side effects. But since that was the only drug, it was a patented drug from Eli Lilly. Most of the doctors use that drug to treat depression. The major side effect of that drug was that it could never subside the suicidal ideation in a depression person. So in our clinical trial, we have seen the patients have never complained about suicidal ideation. The patients have never complained about addiction to our drug, which are two best points that our drug can stand out for the market. Now, considering that, we have a formulation, but it's in a capsule form. The capsule dosage is around 380 milligram, and we give it to the patients for 6 times, two capsules one time, so 3 times a day. So that's like 6 capsules in a day, and it's a purely natural product extracted from root of a plant that is grown in mainland China. The product has shown very good stability for more than 36 months, even after encapsulation, and has shown no to zero severe side effects in the clinical trials. Now I heard that in Malaysia, if we want to launch a product, it's more easy if the product is in liquid form. But this formulation, since it's in a solid form, we did, our R&D team did do some research to see if we can make a liquid formulation for this drug. So far, we don't have very good results on that part, but we do have an understanding that a little modification can help. So we will be working with Biolive to see if we can prepare the formulation in liquid form and then get you this new drug in the near future. Thank you.